Hey guys, this is Jacques from Makulu Linux. I've had quite a lot of emails. I've had comments on YouTube, comments on the website, comments on the dev forums, people asking what the bottom panel's about, what's the point of it, why, how does it work, just overall just a whole bunch of questions. And I think I just, with a bombshell I dropped yesterday, I think I just created more confusion than anything else. So I thought I'd make just a quick short video. I'm not going to make it very long, and I just want to explain what the bottom panel is, how it works, what it functions, how it functions, and what it does. Okay, so you have to understand in Ubuntu, you've usually only got two panels. You've got the side panel, and you've got your top panel. Now the top panel is simple. It hosts your system icons on the left. Sorry, man, it's very late. 3:14 in the morning. You've got the system icons on the right, and if you open up a window in full screen, you've got your title buttons as well as your title menus on the left. Okay, so the top panel has that function. It basically extends your open windows, and it has your system icons on the right. The left panel is your dash. That's to launch applications. You type application name and you launch it, and it's got favorites icons. It also acts as a window list. However, it's a very poor Windows list, because once you open something you can't minimize it again. You have to go up and click on the actual app to minimize. So you can't click and then click again to minimize. You got to go up to where the app is and minimize. And if the app is all the way on the other side of the screen, let's just minimize that, and let's say you highlight it, open it up, then you got to move your mouse all the way across the screen and click minimize over there again. See, so there's no way that you can easily minimize it. You can open it up nicely again, holding down shift. You can just open more of it, but you can't easily minimize it with a single click, and that is very, very ugly. Okay, the second thing is that apart from the icon highlighting, you've only got that tiny little arrow indicator there showing that the actual app is open, and you also don't know how many copies of it is open, unless you go on it and double click, and then let's open up 2 copies, and let's go this one, documents, and now I can click and click again, so I have to click twice to see what is open. So again, an ugly way of doing it. Okay, so this panel is very useful though, because it does have favorites, and it's a quick launch to things, and the icons are nice size. So you can put quite a few items in this panel, and you can sort of just scroll through the panel as well. So it has its uses. That's why I kept it. It's a nice little favorites panel. It's not very big. It's out of the way, and if you want, you can set it to auto hide. I don't, but you can. But it has its uses. So you've got those 2 panels. Now we get to the bottom panel. The reason for the bottom panel is simple. It has a nice Windows list. It's got, if you actually hold the mouse over something, it actually tells you what is in there, what is currently open. Now, I know some guys are thinking, what's the point of having the little thing show the name above when the name is below as well? Well, let's open up quite a few more items here, and you'll see. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to minimize it all. See, when you've got lots of items open, you cannot literally see what's there, and that's where the little hover description tooltip little thing is very handy, because now you can see that one's documents, that one's home folder, and whatever else you've got open. So basically the functionality of the bottom panel, you can hover over any item that's open. Every item that's open shows on the bottom panel. In the Windows list you can have up to 13 items. When you actually hover over something, it will show a little tooltip of what's open. Left clicking on the item will bring it to the surface. Left clicking on the same item will minimize it. So it's maximize, minimize, and when it maximizes, it automatically brings it to the front. Okay, so maximize, minimize with a simple left click. You don't have to click and then move your mouse all the way up. You can just click and click again on something. So you can, oh no, okay, I don't want that window, or yes, that one, okay, let's bring up this one as well, whatever the case might be. So left clicking, maximize, left click, minimize, just like any other normal Windows list panel whether it be top, bottom, or whatever. So left click, maximize, minimize. If you hover over an item and you scroll with a mouse, it will actually scroll through the item. So you can actually scroll through the open items just using your mouse wheel as well. So you got left click, maximize, minimize, you got mouse wheel to scroll, and if you want to close something, you simply just right click on the item in the panel. See how easy that is? So click again, scroll, and right click to close. That is it. Very simple, very basic, yes, but it just adds a whole bunch of really cool functionality to, because if an item is minimized here, to close it you got to right click here and you got to choose quit. I mean, you got to literally right click, scroll down and choose quit. That is how difficult it is to actually open up and close something here. So yeah, you can just right click the item. You don't have to scroll anywhere, nothing, just simple right click, done. So that's the functionality of the bottom panel. It's easy and it has its place because that has functionality, that panel has functionality, and now you've got one at the bottom that has functionality. The bottom panel is also transparent, so it doesn't completely transparent. It doesn't interfere with your wallpaper or anything like that. And if you open up something and you maximize it, you'll see it actually sits nicely in the center of the screen in between all the panels. Okay, so it's like nicely centered. So that's pretty cool. Next to the panel you actually get a start menu, and now this menu is a traditional menu. You can scroll to items that you want or navigate to items and simply just click them to launch them. Very easy, very basic, nothing to it. You can also right click the menu and choose configure menu, and now it automatically opens up Menu Libre and you can edit your items in the menu. You've also got a functionality where if you middle click the menu, it brings up a little command launcher, and here you can choose, for example, let's say GNOME terminal, and launch, and it launches terminal. So you can launch commands directly from the menu without having to go open your terminal and launch a command. So that's also pretty handy. This menu can also be moved. I can put this menu anywhere on my screen. If I don't like it there and I want it there, I can put it there. I can put it up there next to that one. You know, so you're not limited on where you can put the menu. The same with the bottom panel. The bottom panel can be moved as well. There's a nice little GUI interface where you can actually place it side, top, left, right. You can actually set the positions, the X, Y positions. So this menu and that start button, you can put them anywhere you want. You can set this panel vertical, horizontal. You know, it's highly configurable, as well as the menu. You can even set the size of this menu. You can just go application menu, edit. It's a little Cairo doc menu, and you can set the size of the menu, the desklet here, position, visibility, and here you can set sizes. You can go crazy. Here's the dimensions. Let's go and make that smaller. Let's make it 36. There we go. See, you can resize it, turn it. You can do pretty much anything you want with it. So it's highly configurable the way. And if you want to put it back to where it was, just return it to dock, and there you go. So you got a very functional bottom panel, very functional menu, and both you can configure the crap out of them. I mean, I don't understand what more you want, or how you don't understand what that is. You got a menu that you can minimize and maximize anything instantly. You can right click an item to close it, okay, and you got a menu that launches items. You can edit the menu, you know, so it just adds that whole extra functionality to Unity that isn't there. Unity has a way of doing things. You've got a set way of doing things, and it's very complicated and messy. You've got to, you know, come all the way here with your mouse to do something, go all the way over there, then go to the top. You've always got like 3 different places you've got to move the mouse the whole time to do anything. Here with the bottom panel, and it's easy, simple, easy, minimize, maximize, right click, close. And of course with the dash you can't actually navigate anything. You can't go and find something. You got to type in the name, you got to search it, so if you install a new app, and sometimes the apps have like a different spelling or a different name than they do in the actual Synaptic Package Manager. So you install an app, and over here it's got a GUI with a different name. Like you install Clam Antivirus, but the GUI's name is Clam TK. You know what I mean? So it gets confusing, especially when you're searching items. So your spelling's always got to be good and that kind of thing. Where you can just go find it. There we go, Clam TK. So this menu is always important on any desktop environment, I think. At least any kind of menu that you can sort of navigate. And why they removed that out of Unity, I would not know. But this menu brings back that into this Unity edition, where you can easily now just navigate to items, and you can also manage your open items easily from one location without even moving the mouse anywhere else. Okay, so that is what the bottom panel offers in Makulu Unity Desktop Edition. It just adds a whole layer of functionality to Unity that currently isn't there. And once you actually have this bottom panel, you'll actually see how nice Unity actually is to run. With this extra functionality here, it's actually quite a pleasure to run. And it is a very nice looking distro. It comes out standard with Compass enabled, so there's a lot of stuff you can do with this environment. I think that the Dash launcher is kind of what was the deal breaker for a lot of people. Before that, I'm pretty sure a lot of people were using Ubuntu without any issues. But the moment they brought out this Dash launcher, things just went downhill from there. So yeah, so that's it in a nutshell. I just thought I'd make a little quick video and just show you guys what is up with the bottom panel. So yeah, I will chat to you guys in another video. Cheers.